Hi, I'm Dr. Hartman from Westwood Mansfield Pediatrics. This video is strictly for our patients. If you need to seek some more advice, speak from your own pediatrician. Today I'm going to talk about Juuling, J-U-U-L-I-N-G. It's all in capital letters in the advertising. It is the new form of vaping, which now, because it's a verb, Juuling, if you ask a kid, do you vape, they'll say no. Do you Juul, they'll say yes. Just like when you say, kids, do you smoke? No, but I vape or I Juul. Now don't forget this. Juuling equals nicotine, which equals concerns with emerging evidence causing cancer, and there's a twofold risk because of the nicotine in heart attacks with any vape device as well. So just want to make that very clear. This is probably more harmful than we think it is. As a result of this, we want to discuss with you about the device. If you just noticed, I put my mouth up, which is typical of a kid in school, and voila, this is what's in my hand. That is the opening here where you inhale. The heating coil and the battery is in this part. This is the pod, all right? So the pod sits like this. It's got juice in it, and it's also sometimes THC, marijuana juice as well, that kids inject into it. You put it in here, and you inhale. And if when you inhale, which I didn't do, it will not show the big billowy clouds of steam and smoke that you get with the other vaping devices like called tanks, as in this picture. And you can also get deceived because this looks like a flash drive or a USB device. And this part here attaches to a computer, as you see in this picture, and it looks like a Wi-Fi device. This is intentional to deceive us all. What kids don't understand is what goes in your stomach shouldn't go into your lungs. For example, when I called the Juul Care Center, I spoke to a gentleman who was in the Philippines, and he told me, well, it's natural extracts, natural flavors, because it just says natural flavors and natural oils. I don't know what that means. There's vegetable oil in it. Vegetable oil is very bad for you. It's not good for your lungs long term. Propylene glycol, which is antifreeze in your car radiator, is also in it. It's trying to distinguish itself from the rest of vaping as being healthier. It's not healthy. Putting things into your lungs that are food products are not healthy, like mango extract. I can eat mango, but I can't inhale it. And just because something natural isn't, I'm not going to eat it or inhale it. Cow poop is natural, but I'm not going to eat it, and I'm not going to inhale it. And think of it this way, too. I can eat a steak, but what happens if I try to inhale a steak? I die. So the big problem with this is there are going to be health effects from this, and we don't want history to repeat itself like smoking and taking 40, 50 years of lawsuits to deal with this device. It is an epidemic right now in school systems. 25% of high school kids are vaping, and in some towns, 30% of 8th graders are vaping. This is an extreme concern because they're targeting our children. Very, very focused targeting. And those kids knew a year before you about this device. And we're just behind the 8 ball with this now. And we need to talk to the schools. We need to, which the principals are doing fantastic jobs in the schools I've spoken in front of. We need to let the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, know that we want this to end. We want all flavored nicotine products to end, including menthol, because this is harmful for our children. And in 2009, the FDA banned flavored cigarettes. So as a result, the industry morphs and makes things like Juuling to get around the legal definitions. So this is a harmful device. The evidence is emerging right now about this device. It is quite concealable. And if you smell like a sweet smell in the air, but you don't see any smoke or anything, it's probably a Juuling device doing this. And kids as young as 12, I'm seeing use this. This is nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive substance. 1 in 3 kids who experiment with nicotine end up becoming addicted under the age of 18. 90% of lifetime users of nicotine and tobacco began before the age of 18. This is an adolescent nicotine addiction device, not a smoking cessation device. Let me repeat that. This is an adolescent nicotine addiction device. This is not really intended for a smoking cessation device. Despite all the British literature talking about it, none of it talked about how it's harmful in kids to start using this. And the fear is kids that would have never tried smoking are trying vaping now. And they get this sense that nicotine is clean, it's just like caffeine. That is not true. We're finding that heart disease, heart attacks double with these devices, and probably bronchoscopies of people who only used one vape pen one time who never smoked before. When you look in their lungs, they're red and swollen. Water vapor is not good for your lungs, because your kid may say, it's only water vapor, Mom. No, it always has nicotine and it's not regulated. So assume, even if it doesn't say it on the packaging, there is nicotine in it. And water vapor is very bad for your lungs. It makes your lungs swell. We don't inhale water vapor when you have to use a nebulizer with asthma. It's saline solution, not water vapor. Do not give your kids Visa gift cards or other gift cards like this, and Amazon gift cards too. You can get Juul and Juuling devices online now, and it'll say, are you 18? And of course, what is a kid going to do? They're going to say yes. Now, occasionally they ask for a photo ID, but the photo ID doesn't have to be a license. And just go online and see how to make a fake ID. It's quite easy. So kids are bypassing all this because they're getting it online, as well as convenience stores now have it. So as a result, this has become, you know, blown out of proportion, partly because of the internet and partly because convenience stores have it. I think these flavored products need to be banned from convenience stores initially and put into smoke shops, and you have to be over 21 to walk in the smoke shop. 90 cities in Massachusetts now have at least that requirement. Completely restricting flavors will have to go up to the FDA. You can't do it by statewide because people just come in with this stuff, and you can't control the internet. That's a federal issue and should be established as an offense because there are no flavored cigarettes. The FDA banned them as of 2009. So keep that in mind and help the principals in the school systems not have to go into the bathrooms 3 hours a day to check on kids abusing this device. Have a nice day, and thank you very much.